Stars, what's up? Back in the building. So it just says Tory Lanez was in a correctional yard when another inmate stabbed him. So a correctional yard. We know this happened in a correctional yard with Tory Lanez. Is breaking news. I'm doing good, my brother. One day at a time. So Tory Lanez was in the yard at California Correctional Institution Monday morning when another inmate stabbed him. According to multiple sources, it's unclear what the motivation was for the attack, but one source has told us Tory Lanez was rushed to the hospital by an ambulance. What's up with y'all, man? What y'all on? The day winding down a little bit, you know what I mean? This is the recent picture of Tory Lanez, in case y'all want to know. It's Tory Lanez right there in the middle. He getting buff, you know what I mean? It's Tory Lanez right there. Yeah, so the artist is serving a 10-year sentence at California's state prison for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. So yeah, I just came in. Tory Lanez was just attacked in prison. Tory was in the yard at the California Correctional Institution when another inmate stabbed him, according to multiple sources. Yeah. Definitely, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, my beard too, man. I'm growing in my beard, man. Growing in the beard, you know what I mean? The beard is growing too. So Tory Lanez have 5 years left, you know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez had 5 years left. 10-year sentence. So she'll be out by 2030. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what happened? You know, yeah. Daytime over here, man. Where you at? What part of the world you in, man? Shout out to you though. Hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building. What part of the world y'all in, man? What part of the world y'all in? India? My man in India. Damn. Shout out to you, man. You in New York, man. New York City. New York City. You worldwide with it. So you already know, stars. You worldwide with it. But Tory Lanez was just stabbed in prison on the yard. It was so serious that he had to get rushed to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know how it goes down in them prisons, man. Y'all know how it goes in them prisons. It gets real crazy in the yard, you know. They bring weapons on the yard. Y'all know what I mean? They bring all that. All that stuff is in there. So it's really yeah, it's mad late. It's night there where he at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to India, man. Got some nice Indian women out there. You know what I'm saying? Travel worldwide. Shout out to India though. Shout out to y'all, man, for being here. You know what I'm saying? Tapping back in, let y'all know breaking news is going down. Tory Lanez, you know. It's already, man. You still in class? It's time you get out. It's time you get out of class, man. You been in there all day, gang. I don't be liking that. School be too long. But that's good though. Get your education on. Get your education on, you heard? Lord. Why can't? I don't even know what that means. I see you clapped them though. Oh, you about to go work out? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Braids been around. Listen, braids ain't nothing new, man. Braids been around for thousands of years. You think braids is new? Huh? Y'all think braids is new? Let me show y'all something, man. How long braids been around? Let's see. Braids been around for thousands of years, gang. How long braids been around? Man. Wow. So, you're gonna learn something today. Braids have been around for thousands of years, with evidence suggesting their use early as 30,000 BC in various cultures. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly when they first emerged. Braids have been found in depictions of ancient people across the globe. Thousands of years, bro. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Let it be free long? Nah, man. I always keep it braided, bro. I don't like to keep my hair out, man. I always like to keep it braided, bro. Always. But, I know what you mean, though. Yeah, but I always keep it braided, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, appreciate y'all, though, man. Y'all got some. Yeah. Every day you learn something new, man. That's how I see it. Every day we strive to learn something new, man. Every day. So it ain't just like, oh, I'm not. Nah, man. Every day you strive. You want to learn something new. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my goal. Every day I learn something new. Now you times that by 365. So you learn 365 new things a year. And that is one thing. So if you learn two things, now you know what I mean? Man, that's how I see it. Always pick up some kind of information. You know, like this gonna go to the wise, like you know, success. It only for a chosen few, man. Not everybody gonna be successful. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna be successful. Yo, don't be disrespecting the mods up in here, yo. Yeah. Nah, like I don't speak Hindu or nothing, but don't be disrespecting my mods, man. That's mod gang. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't be disrespecting my mods up in here. Shout out to you though, man. Shout out to the new people, man. But you know what I mean, if you just came into the stream, Tory Lanez was uh, attacked on the yard. Since today is Tuesday, right? So this happened yesterday. They said it's unclear what the motivation was for the attack, but one sources tell us Tory Lanez was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, and the hospital was in Bakersfield. So he's in California, and he was just rushed to the hospital in Bakersfield. It's unclear the motivation for the attack. So yeah, man, you know, like don't nobody know why he was attacked, but it's a crazy situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to stay out those places, man. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna survive your bid, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not guaranteed, bro. You go to jail, you go to prison. I ain't guaranteed you're gonna get out, bro. You gonna make it out unscathed. It's no guarantee you're gonna make it out unscathed. A lot of people don't, bro. They come out with wounds, all kinds of stuff, bro. For real. Plus Tory Lanez was just working out. If you see his pictures, he getting big, he working out. So he probably was poking his chest out. You know what I'm saying? Poking his chest out. I ain't had nothing for lunch. Man, what about you? Stars, what you have for lunch, man? I ain't had nothing yet. Well, like I usually skip lunch and go straight for dinner, bro. I usually go straight for dinner, man. You know what I'm saying? I had some ice cream bars this morning. If that count for anything. My nephew got me some ice cream bars. It was that stuff was good. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was like an ice cream sandwich type thing, man. And that stuff was good. He bought that fancy stuff. So, and I got some ice cream later. So, I got all my stuff in the crib, man. All my food, everything is in the crib, man. If anything, I just got the water. If anything, that's about it. Everything else in the crib, gang. Well, man, I don't like to circulate too much money outside and all that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of things out here is overpriced, man. Everything is overpriced. Show my surroundings. I'm good. You know what I mean? Well, like I show my surroundings, like like when I'm in a car, and we moving and all that. You know what I mean? It's always about staying on point, man. You gotta stay on point. You know what I mean? It's always about on point, bro. I was raised always stay on point, bro. You watch everything moving, man. You know what I mean? Damn, you know? You watch everything moving, man. I'm always on point. Yeah, stars. You already know stars. You know what I mean? Now, when you mobile and you moving and you in traffic, you could do all that. You could do all that. You know what I mean? But when you outside, man, you gotta keep. You gotta stay on point, man. This internet, man, got a lot of people hurt, man. This these IG lives and come on, man. How much people done got took out the game, bro? How much people got taken out the game? They was slipping. They was lacking. You know what I'm saying? They got ops. Word, I don't got no ops, but they had ops who watched their stream. They peep their background. They peep such and such. He dropping locations. You know what I'm saying? And so certain things you just gotta keep sacred to you, man. Yeah, I mean, that's all I know, man. Like all I know, man, is what I've been taught, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been taught by the OGs, man, how to move right. You know what I'm saying? I've been just taught by the OGs, man. You move a certain way. No matter if it's a camera. Nah, bro, you still move a certain way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing changes. You know? Nothing changes, gang. Is this a gaming channel? Somewhat. I play video games on my channel. Um, I got Skyrim, Oblivion. I got that. Waiting for that GTA 6. Who ain't waiting for that? So I'm waiting for the GTA 6. So in the meantime, in between time, ain't no games out. Like ain't really no good PS5 games. So I'm just chilling for next year, May 26, 2026. You know what I'm saying? That's all you waiting for. Yeah, it's delayed, man. But in the meantime, in between time, they gave us a trailer. They gave us screenshots. They gave us something to hold us over. No, well, like it wasn't no, okay, guys, we're delayed, goodbye. No, it wasn't okay, we're delayed. Y'all go break this down. Y'all go scrutinize this. And and the YouTubers are doing a great job. Every day they breaking it down. Every day they breaking it down. So you know what I'm saying? They finding new stuff and it's great, man. But it gives you time to get your money up. A delay is always good, man. You don't want a rush product, man. You don't want, I mean? It gives you time to get your mind right, get your money up. So always practice perfect patience, man. Always stay patient, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I played Fortnite when I was a child. A juvenile. Yeah, I played Fortnite. But, I can't play now. Because, there's a whole bunch of kids on there. So, yeah, I played Fortnite when it was 2018, 2019, 2020. Like when the no build came, the no build mode, 2018, the no build came around 2019, 2020. So yeah, couple years, yeah. But it's been 5 years, but I left it alone. I did the Fortnite. Oh, Counter Strike? Nah. I never played Counter Strike or Valiant. That's PC games, huh? That's games for the PC. I got a PS5. I don't got a PC. I think Counter Strike is for the PC. Yes, sir. Yeah. I think Counter Strike is for the PC. Yeah. PC is good to have, man. A gaming PC. You gotta save up for that. That right there, cause a PC got games that console would never have. But not only that, PC you could up the graphics. You could go 4K. You could go 120 frames, and frames matter, man. Frames matter. You want smooth frame rate. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff matters, man. That's why one graphic card for a PC be like $600. Costs more than a whole console. And that's one graphic card. And some people have like 2, 3, 4 graphic cards in one PC, bro. Different slots. Man, that thing be looking like a movie, man. And they spend thousands of dollars for their rig. Some of them spend it, man, it could go higher to like 10,000, 50. There's no limit. 50,000. You could trick out your PC. You could always swap out the parts. Now with the console, you buy it as is. But PC, you could always swap out, customize. That's why PC is an amazing thing, man, to have. But you gotta have money for it. I got the PS5 now, but I'm gonna get the PC next. You know what I mean? Save up for that. And what you wanna do is you wanna, some people buy the parts separate, or some people just get it built together. I'd rather just buy it separate, save money. What's the time? Probably like 2, 3 o'clock here. I'd rather buy the parts separate and build it. You save money that way. Plus, you could see what parts you're really getting, and you could really pick the best parts for you. Like you go on a site called Newegg, because I wrote this all down. I wrote down the case. I wrote down the graphics card. I wrote down the the PSU, the motherboard, the monitors, all of that. I had a list of, and I was gonna buy them piece by piece. The monitor, the motherboard. You got the case. I was gonna buy the graphic cards. Then you're gonna need the outlet, the PSU, whatever you call it, the PS. I think that's what they call it, PSU. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's 2-8. It's 11:48. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. So in the meantime, between time, everything happened in perfect timing, man. So when it's meant to be, it's it's gonna be. So right now we're gonna work on it. We're gonna get back at it. We're gonna save up for the PC. I got the PS5 already. I want both. And you know what I'm saying? Get the PC. Buy parts by parts. Man, I gotta go back on the Newegg, and I gotta make my whole list again. You know what I mean? That's how you do stuff. You plan it out. I gotta make my whole list again. And then when I buy something, just cross it off. And then before you know it, my whole PC built. You know what I mean? Now I'm streaming, I'm doing PC gaming. Because there's a lot of games that's coming out for PC that, man, you know what I mean? Yo, Stars, I see you. It's a lot of games that's coming out for PC, man, that's not coming out for console. Or you might want that for PC, just so you could play it at the highest graphical settings, man. You know what I'm saying? The highest settings possible. So yeah, to answer your question, that does that, 11:48, man. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all coming to the building. It's your boy. We just chilling, man. Vibe, you know. Yeah, man. We got a whole nother year, man. Whole nother year. Yo, I'll go to the car real quick and burn my clip. Ah, sir. I ain't try to bring it out because kids out here.
So what, gonna leave the keys?
No, no, no.